And Billy breaks him off as the 9 travels all the way up table and sits near the corner pocket. You could see a quick 2-9 combination. Most players of this speed won't play that. They'll go for the run out unless it's something that you just can't back out of and you got to play it. But you can need a shot on the 1, first of all. Billy might just pocket this. He might pocket the 9 ball and call a push. There's nothing wrong with that shot because the 1-4 is right there in front of you. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got to see. I got Billy's wife here actually in the booth. Wants to watch the match. See, there's nothing wrong with that push. So you pocket the 9, it comes up, and now you got the 1-4. Really not a shot on the 1, so that was a pretty fair push right there. And I don't know if Brian's actually going to give this back to Billy or not, but he could. And if he does, you can rest assured Billy's going to play him safe. And now Brian's going to play safe himself here. He's going to bump the 3 ball and try to keep the cue ball on the 6. Like that. It's a fairly easy safe. Now Billy's got a nice safe here too. Billy can turn this cue ball loose behind the 2. Got to hit it a little harder than that, Bill. Get that cue ball behind the 2 ball. His wife really gets nervous when things like this happen.
I know, I see it.
But it's not really an error. There's a lot of work. This ain't over. I mean, just because he left a shot, this is not over. There's work to do. That cue ball has to
Come all the way back up.
Well, you got to navigate between the traffic on the table too. It's not that easy. You got to find a path to get that cue ball.
Oh, he bring it all the way around.
Brian found it, but he's found it up on a short rail.
Cushion.
He's just going to stick the cue ball right where the 2 ball is and bank the 2 ball where the 4 is to play safe. Hide the rock. He's going to hide the cue ball.
Sit there behind the 7.
He's going to hide the cue ball like this. See?
Yeah.
He's going to force Billy to jump. Now, Billy's got a 4-piece break jump cue that he can break down to if he wants to. Mike Massey actually gave him the cue many years ago. Tennessee Tarzan, Mike Massey. That was his name. Still is his name.
Nice.
How y'all doing? Liked and shared. Thanks for the stream. What you say there, Mr. Troy? Troy O'Brien. Troy's down in L.A. Nice jump. Watch the Nina.
Uh-oh.
It wouldn't have counted. If it went in, it would have been spotted. But when hanging the 9 ball like this could be a fast rack. He doesn't see enough of the 2 ball to play the 9 ball. So Billy got fortunate there. Look at you, man. This kid won the Georgia championships at 9 years old. I remember him. Oh, okay. We can put him on here. Hey, folks. You know, I always told you guys a story, and Troy's out there. He can be a witness to this about Sam Smith. When he was 9 years old, he won like a Georgia
State Championship, 2016.
Georgia State Championship at 9 years old. And we were in Castle Billiards, and we got a message from his dad if we can help him get a table. And the last time I saw this young man, he was 2 foot 5 inches tall. And now he's into football. Sam Smith, folks. Look him up on Facebook, Sam Smith. good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
You know, when I saw you the last time was at the Super Billiards Expo 4 years ago, maybe, or 5 years ago. I don't know. And I knew you were behind me as I was walking down the aisle, and I seen your dad. And I said, wow. And I was talking to your dad, and I wasn't paying him no mind to you on purpose, because I wanted to hear the good stories that you won the championship first. But I did see you there, and I acknowledge you too, by the way. But that's good to hear that you're into football.
Yeah, it was very fun. I loved it.
Good, good. Now, how about the pool?
I've been playing since COVID started.
Okay. All right, so you slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
You liking football?
I loved it.
You playing it in school?
I'm not playing high school right now. I'm playing middle school.
Middle school. Okay, but you're participating in football in school.
Yes, sir.
That's a good move. I was talking to your dad. I didn't even recognize your father last night. You know, he was standing there, and I said, oh, it's just somebody that's, you know, looking at the setup and just hanging out behind the booth. Then he finally said, oh, yeah, you know, and I said, oh, my God, he was standing there all that night long last night. But it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Good to see
I'm
you,
glad I'm
man.
here.
And I'm telling you, the last time I saw you, you were about that big.
I was pretty small.
Yeah.
I was pretty
And now
small.
you just grew a little bit more.
Way taller.
Yeah, but I think you're on the right path with the football. You know, I think if you can do football, whether it be on a semi-pro level or professional level, then you give Upstate a call. You know, you say, Upstate, you know what? You helped me down the years. Me and Dad want to take you out for dinner or something. It'll probably cost you like $200, but you'll be making like $20 million in a contract, all right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Good to see you, Sam.
Good to see you too.
Sam, right?
Yes, sir.
Sam. Man, how, you know, this is a reality check for Upstate Al, man. It's really a reality check and let you know how old you get. All right, who won that first rack? Brian? Billy won it? All right, so Billy won it. We're going to update the score. So, what else is new with you, sir?
Not much. Just mostly in high school now. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Okay, you started school already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because up north, I think they start.
I think pretty sure like a week ago I started school.
Yeah, you used to start earlier down here.
I'm a freshman now. 4 more years till school and I'm going to college. Hopefully.
Look what Troy says. He's a good friend of mine that's always had my back. He says, Al, looking for a future gapper in case you make the pros.
Hopefully I do. Hopefully I do.
Yeah, well, you know what? With the determination and the natural talent that you have, I wouldn't be surprised either. I might be sitting in an old age home or back in a rocker somewhere and I'm watching a football game and they say Sam Smith. I'm like, well, I don't remember him. Where's my dinner?
Yeah. It would be pretty cool to go to the NFL.
But you did good in pool. You still got the diamond table at the house. Good.
Yes, sir.
Good.
A lot of fun playing pool.
It is. It is fun playing pool.
Very fun.
Well, that's Sam Smith, folks. I just wanted you to know that he is here. I do not have a camera booth set up. A booth in a camera in the booth so you can see who's actually commentating. We could do that maybe tomorrow, later on tonight. But I wish you guys can all see him and then go to his Facebook page and see how small he was when he won it and how big he is now. He's about to pick up a house and a garage with it.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good, Sam. Nice to see you. Thanks for fitting in.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you kidding? Anytime.
It's an honor.
An honor?
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you on? Say something.
Hello.
Okay, there you go. We had the other mic open. So, Dad told me that he was going to bring you by. I was pretty excited. Put that headset on. When Dad told me last night that he was going to bring you by today, he said, you got to see him now. He's this big. I was excited to see a good man that you turned into, a young man.
Yes, sir.
You really have. You really have.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now with that, I'm going to say goodbye. You're making me feel old. All right.
You're not old. You're still young.
I try, Sam. Sam Smith, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you, Sam.
No problem.
Okay. Good.
Thank you very much for having me.
Are you kidding? It's so nice to see you. It's really nice to see you turning into a young man. Thank you for bringing them by. Appreciate that. Anytime. Anytime. What a story. It seems like the circle of life just spinned in front of me. Like spun, I should say spun. Is there a word called spun? Can you spell it? No, but like the whole circle of life just spun right in front of my eyes, seeing that young man. All right, back to the match. Billy Fowler here, 1-0. The last time I was down here in North Carolina, Billy and his road partner, who I met, got into a serious car accident. And believe me when I tell you, when I heard how the car accident happened, it scared me half to death. I thought these guys were goners. And then I no sooner pull up here a few days ago, first person I met was him. And I said, wait a minute. And then we got to talking, and I met both of them that got into a car accident. Thank God they're both recouping. And the therapy's working, and Pool's coming back, and he's loving it again. And thank God that everybody came out of that. These two guys are still here. Nice little stun shot right there. Two nothing or 2-0, depending on what side of the pond you live on. Racing to 9, winner's side. All right, 2-0, racing to 9. Here we go. 3 ball in the side pocket. Shot on the 1 is there. The pocket's not there. He's got a couple of options, though. One of them is just to bank it. The other option is just to play safe. He can put the cue ball down here where the 8 ball, the 4 ball, and the 2 ball is. Just feather the underside of this 1 ball. Man, look at all those balls he's got to protect the cue ball. It's really a great save. He's going for it, too, I think. Yep, get behind that 2 ball. Well, he didn't get there, but he has the 6 in the middle of the table, which kind of blocks the path to the 1. I think Brian has to kick off the short rail to get to it. Huh? Yeah, okay. Folks, I'll be right back. On a photo op. All right, Billy's back up at the table. Okay. Just looking to duck here. You know, if you're Brian Davis and you're down 2-0, and you come to the table and looking at a shot like this, even though it's a bar table, it's not that easy to make. You got to put them in these pockets. These are diamond pro cuts, like Kevin was saying. So he can hit the point of the side pocket like that, but I think he was playing safe from the initial start. I don't have the microphones under the tables like we usually do, but if I would have had a microphone underneath there, the guys, that shot came out of a cannon, not a shotgun. I mean, he fired at it.
Katie Bishop and Nathan Wallen, table number 1, race to 5.
Combination is not on. It's not on. He does have to cut the 2-ball to play the 8, so. And it's in short proximity to the 8-ball. He's got to hit it pretty good. He's not even going to go for it. So that's what I mean when it was not on. He's left Billy an open table here. The 2-ball goes up in the pocket, in the upper right-hand corner pocket. The 4-ball is the ball right in front of the 2-ball between the 2 and the 5. So he's probably going to drift. I would imagine he's going to try to drift up table with this. He might have to play this up table and then elect to play the 4 in the bottom left-hand corner, or maybe wind up with a combination 4-8. Okay. Oh, he played it for the side pocket. Nice shot. Nice shot. I don't think it goes into the corner. Or does it? If it does, he's better off. If not, he's got the side pocket wide open. Shot. Might look like he's playing one pocket into the side pocket, right? There's the 4 and the 5 ball going to go in there. He's got to hold the cue ball. You can hit this with middle English on the cue ball, or try to hold it with a little bit of left English. So it just comes to the short rail and comes back up for the 6 in the corner. He might be able just to hit this square and come off the cushion. Looks like he's got that angle. Yeah, like that. Nice. Slow your roll. Gasoline's expensive. The 8-ball is nice because you play. You can either go rail first for the 8 or just go directly into the 8 and you spin around to the other side of the 9. In other words, you go underneath the 9 here or stay on top. I like when the cue ball goes under the 9. It kind of looks like a nice shot. Kind of hot dogging it. But if it's natural, you might as well go for it. Billy Fowler is about to go up to 3-0 here in this match. Just like that, he's up 3-0. He doesn't take his time, I'll tell you that much. 3-0 racing to 9. We got to promote this a little bit more, folks. I was trying to do that before, but I was getting disturbed. I am disturbed, but let me see if I could. See if I can work a little magic here. Oh.
Table number 11, Christy Norris, Nathan McLean. On the winner's side, it's a race of 7. Table number 11. All right, next available is Landon Hollingsworth, Robert Perez. Next available table.
Do you play this 2 rails for the side pocket, or you play it just 2 rails for the corner? Or you just try to play 1 rail for the corner? 1 rail, I think, might not work. Yeah, 2 rails to the side pocket is a nice shot. And then 1 or 2 rails back out for the 9. Hey, Joe. How you doing, Joey? Let's see. Hi, Al. Have you had time to have any shrimp and grits? Not yet, Joe. We went to some famous hamburger joint, though, called Ike's. And one of the owners here, Kevin, recommended it. And I'll tell you what, it turned out to be a winner. It's a famous place. It's like if you can eat the hamburger, you can have it for free. That's where we went. All right, 3-1 now as Brian Davis still trails by 2. It is a race to 9. Excuse me. Oh, what the heck did I just do?
Looks like Billy will run out here. 8-0 left-hand corner. There you are, folks. 4-1 Billy. No, Joe, he hasn't had time to eat the shrimp and grits.
Table 15, Landon Hollingsworth, Robert Perez. It's on the winner's side, race to 9.
The cheeseburger itself is probably the size of your forearm, Troy. I don't think he could do that a few times a week. Oh, one hangs. He's got a pretty good layout here, folks. Good position. 3 in the bottom left-hand corner. Bring it over. 6 in the upper right-hand corner. Draw it back a little bit. Oh, 2 rail. Bring it all the way back around. I believe so, Troy. There you go, folks. Billy runs another rack. That makes it 5-1. Billy's on the run. He's got a good run going. Looks like Billy's going to try to bring his cue ball down. Oh. Oh, he tried to play safe behind the 9. I thought he was going to bring it behind the 8. I think he was going to bring it back up the table behind the 8. Well, folks, looks like Brian's going to run this out. Oh, looks like it's... Ooh. That wasn't too bad, but... See if he clears the table. Five-two Billy, folks. They're fighting. They're fighting. How about that, folks? How about that pretty bank shot? Good job, Billy. Good shot. Chop that 7 down into the left-hand corner. Bring it all the way back around. Put the 8 ball right in the same pocket. True railer. Pit stop for the cue ball. I'm gonna clear this table for Billy. Billy's gonna clear the table, sorry. That would be 6-2. Billy. What to do with the 1 ball. Tried to play the cue ball behind the 9 safe. Looks like Brian plans to put the 1 ball on the side and bring the cue ball up the table, move off the 1 rail, bring it back down. I might try to hide that 1 ball behind the 4. Play it safe. Oh. Oh. Almost. What to do now? Could just shoot that cue ball and lightly kiss that too and safe it up against the rail. He's gonna draw this back. Oh, he did. Looks like Brian's gonna jump this. Oh, no good. Looks like a pretty good layout here, folks. Ooh. A little too hard, Billy. Is he going to try to bank this, folks? Or chop it and play it safe? He's going to tap this, play the safe behind the 8 or the 9. Ooh, that was a good bank, Brian. Good job. Good shot. Looks like Brian's going to clear this one.
On table 13,
6-3, Billy.
Gabriel TJ Seabold. Table 13, that's on the one lost side, that's a race to 7.
Brian on the break. Oh, scratch on the break. Wow, a little too hard. Actually, a little bit too easy. Wanted to come around that 7, put that 2 in the right side corner, right side pocket.
10 heart. That's a race to 7.
Oh, good shot, Billy. Good shot. Amazing shot. That cue ball hit that ball, just stop. Good shot, Billy. Safe this one.
All right, folks, a well-needed break. I'm back in the seat. Let's do it. Brian Davis and Billy Fowler. Billy in the lead by 6-3. Haven't been keeping up to date with Facebook. I just got back. Let me refresh Facebook. Okay. Comments are there. Let me know that you guys are alive, and you girls. It's not a bad shot because the cue ball naturally drifts over to the left side of the table. He's going to have a shot for the 7 in the side pocket or the corner. This is not that bad. You don't have to hit it that hard. We are on bar table, so I would expect Billy to make this, get a shot on the 7. Boy, he hit it hard and drew around and did get the shot for the side. Shot. Eight ball in the bottom right-hand corner, maybe. He's looking for the side pocket. This could be a little tricky, these side pockets. You know, if he's got to hit this a little firm to come back across the table. That's why he's thinking about it twice. These side pockets will spit the ball right out. You got to hit it clean. You got to get on the other side of the table. And he's there. What's this break stuff? You said stepping out of the booth. Got to have a break. Try it. I didn't. Listen, guys, to be honest with you, this pool room right here, breaking run, I didn't charge him a dime to come down here. And, you know, thank God we have some sponsors behind us that keep us going. We have new sponsors that jump on board. As Billy now is at 7th. And it's a long ride. And I did get a couple of messages already, like people that want to, you know, send in a little love to Upstate, but I didn't put it up. I'm not putting the information out. But if if I continue to get them, then I'll just lay it out there for everybody. It's now 7-3. Let me change the score. It's a one-man show right now. Uh-oh. Wow, seemed like we had a little glitch. Did he just touch something? Because it went off and on just now. Oh, tell him not to touch anything. All right, guys, if you got a little glitch, my son was fooling around with the owner saying that the internet's down. The owner was back there touching wires. But we are live. Apologize. They've been fooling around back here. Kevin's a great guy that owns this room. And so is Tammy. She's a great woman. But we are hot. Want to say thanks to Dave Lyons. Definitely helped us out on the last stream we did down in North Carolina, and stand-up gentleman. All right, look at this shot here. Yeah. He's got the shot. Possibly has to go rail first. Let's take a look at the next ball in rotation, which is the 2 ball at the bottom right-hand side of your table. So if he goes rail first, naturally the cue ball is going to be spinning to that direction. The 4 ball, which is almost in the middle of the table, comes into play here if he doesn't hit it with the right speed. He's got to make sure he avoids getting blocked up by the 4 ball. Rail first. There's the 4 ball. Comes into effect. And he got a good shot on the 2. Shot. See, the 7 ball doesn't go past the 9 this way here. But it does go this way. Go with the 8 there. He's got a little work to do here. That 7 ball is going to be something he has to deal with. Doesn't go past the 9 into the bottom left-hand corner. Let's see what Brian does. I would try to bump the 8 right into the 8. What, am I seeing things? Oh, he's playing the combination. He's playing the combination. Wow. That's pretty risky when you're down 7-3. You don't want to be hanging this 9 ball in the corner. And he didn't. Clean into the pocket. All right, Brian now goes up another beat at 7-4. All right, Brian broke the balls. 3, 6, 8. He made a ball. No shot on the 1. Push out after the break, of course. He's thinking about rolling out to the short rail right where he has his cue stick, not allowing the one ball to go into the corner pocket, but he doesn't want to make it too straight where the combination is like sort of on. So he's probably going to play the short side of the one, which means he's going to come down as close to the first diamond on the left side of the short rail as possible. Oh, he might overhit this. He overhit it just a little bit. This is tempting to play the 2-ball. What you do is you play the 2-ball here. You don't play the 1. Concentrate on making the 2. Carry him into the 2-ball. Billy knows it right off top of his hat, so that's what he's going to do. But the whole thing is you got to control the cue ball and the 2 and the 1. So you got 3 things to contend with. So it's important that you know the general area where that 1 is going to go and with the power you need to hit it to pocket the 2. He might not even be playing it. Oh, he did play it. And he's got the 1-ball in sight. He's got a 9-point buck on his scope. The 3 balls in the vicinity amongst a lot of traffic. Might see a 3-7 combination here. But he's coming down below to play it into the side pocket or the upper corner. He moves the cue ball around just as good as anybody else here, if not better. Shot. Afraid you're going to have to play the 5 in the same pocket. Don't need much power to cut it into the side. And the cue ball naturally going to go towards the 6. Oh, you know something? He thought that 5-ball, he thought the 5-ball cleared the 8 and went into the corner. And he's not the only one that I've seen do that shot. It's like holding your palm of your hand over your left eye, and you could see right through it like there's a hole in it. You get that illusion sometimes when you're playing pool, where it looks like the ball clears until you hit it and you say, gee whiz, what did I just do? If anyone is coming south, please bring me some pork roll, a.k.a. that lamb. Well, I'll tell you what, Josh Newman, who actually went up to New York and beat, what's his name, Reyes at a 10,000, is here in the room, but he couldn't participate in the tournament because he has to work. But I understand that Reyes wants to play him again, and they said they agreed to come down to Josh's room. I wish they would come down next weekend because I'd stay, and I'd set up just to stream that for those guys. But I don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think they're coming. But if they were coming down, I would definitely stay. So pass it along. Nice bank. Got a little straight on this 8-ball. I mean, he should be able just to draw it back just a little bit and have a little easier shot on the 9 instead of just stopping it there. 7-5. We got a dozen racks under our belt going into rack number 13. Looks like the momentum is starting to switch a little bit. It is Billy's break. And this is the big part of the game when you got alternate break going on, the format of alternate break. Whenever you could win on your opponent's break, it's huge because then you break the next rack, of course. So you got to be real careful here. If anyone comes inside, okay, I read that. Watch the 8-ball, the wing ball, into the bottom left-hand corner. Came up short, but it travels, come up dry. Billy's got one of the best breaks out here, down here, I should say. I was going to order Tsunami share. My queue hasn't been out of my case since I arrived. We'll trade queue for fishing gear. Trade queue for solar panels and a converter. Come off the top of the 1 and put the cue ball behind the 6, the 6-8. Put it in that vicinity. Try to bump the 8-ball here. Come off the cue ball and try to bump that 8-ball right where he put his finger on the rail there, and you got a nice safety. But he might see something else. Sometimes we don't see everything from the booth the way the players do. I don't know what happened to my chat on Facebook. It looks like it's jumping around. I'm going to refresh. All of a sudden, Troy's comment went bye-bye. Oh, maybe I'm looking at the wrong video. I got a couple of videos out there. I don't know what happened. That must have been a while ago. Oh, he just tried to duck and come behind the 3-7. And he got there, too. He did get there. I like going across the table to the left side long rail, and you hit the bottom of the 1, and the cue ball stays down table. But Billy's electing to go this way. He's going 2 rails. I got a pet peeve about leaving the next ball in rotation around the money ball. So I like kicking it the other way around. This could get real ugly right here quick. Thank you, Daryl. Oh, they got you on Facebook Pro? Might have a timeout or something going on. Oh, here he is. Brian Davis coming back to the table. A lot of amateurs will go for the 9-ball here. You can actually play a nice safety. The 9-ball acts like a wall. It stops the cue ball and bank the 1-up table, not to make it. But the 9-ball will hold the cue ball where it's a nice safety. But a lot of amateurs will go for the 9. I think Brian knows the shot. That's all. That's it. It's an easy game. I got Billy's wife right next to me, his wife, Michelle. She's got no more fingernails left. She's been chewing on her finger. No, she hasn't.
How do I share your screen?
All right, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it still 7-5? I got a little tap on the shoulder. I was talking to one of the players here. I hope I'm right. Most of the time I'm wrong. 7-5, I think. Brian up at the table. The two ball. He's going to try to thin the two ball. This shot looks easy. Sometimes people miss it. I know I got a bucket full like that. You kind of overcompensate because you're afraid to hit the three. So you kind of overcompensate a little bit and you wind up missing the object ball. Now here's a shot where you got ball in hand and you really want to separate this 5 and 7 in the left-hand corner there. You really want to nudge it, but you got to make sure you nudge it just right. You know what I like him doing here? I like him just nudging the 7 so that the 5-7 combination is locked on and hold position for the 3 in the side. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to play the 2 off the 7. That looks like it's too far out of the pocket. Oh, it was an easier shot than what I could see. It looks like Billy Fowler is on his way up the hill. Very nice shot. Slow down. You want a little angle here. Beautiful shot. Play the center of the table. This way you got a nice angle. That's enough. But, you know, you're a little aggravated over the 9. Center of the table is a little bit easier. But he should have no problem. Just punch it off the rail. And, of course, when Upstate says he should have no problem, jarred the ball. I think I just threw a black cat on the table. The reason he missed that ball was because he was jacked up over the 9. He had to lean over the 9 with his cue stick. And that line of sight, because you're jacked up, is not the same as being down on your natural stroke. And that's why he missed it. That's why I said play the cue ball off the 7 towards the center of the table and stay away from the 9. Here's a shot where he has to go rail first. You go rail first here and spin the cue ball. You wind up with a nice shot on the 9. That's what he's doing. I think he's going rail first. These guys know the shots. Oh, he went straight into it, and that's what happens. See, you go rail first. He kind of went against the grain, and I'm not critiquing Brian in any way, but I think the natural way to go is rail first. Later on, Brian will watch this on Facebook. He'll see. Oh, but he came with the 9-ball shot anyway. Wow. Nice recovery. All right, it's getting a little too close for comfort. Billy just came over and said, well, it's time to put my foot on the pedal. 7-6 now in this race to 9. Keep in mind, this is a winner side match. So either player will not be eliminated. They'll just move over to the B side of the chart. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. That's my baby, Suzanne Davis. I guess wife is out there. Let's go, cash machine. All right, Brian did make the wing ball. The shot on the 1 is there, but the pocket's not available. Again, a very easy, safe. Come off the left side of the 1 and bring the cue ball down behind the 9, 5, and the 2, around the 6 area, and it's like the Great Wall of China. You got to thin the 1, real thin. Come all the way down behind it. Right like that. Look at that wall of balls in front of it. That's pretty well protected. I'm sure Billy's probably going to attempt to jump over to 9-5 here as he brings out the cues, the jump cue. I love a close match like this. Now, I know the players don't and the wives don't, but I kind of enjoy it when it starts getting close like this. It kind of brings you to the edge of the seat. Like you hear the horror music and you know something's going to jump out of the closet. And Billy just jumped out of the closet and right into the pocket. All right, let's take a look at the box. Hey, Jimmy. What do you say, Jimmy? How you doing, buddy? I tell you, this is a pretty wide open table here. There's nothing on the rail. There's no balls touching other balls. This could be a possible out. We might be able to look at 7-7 here. We might be looking at it. And the way Brian's been shooting and coming back here in an alternate break format is pretty impressive. He was pretty well buried in the beginning. And now he's, all the 3 balls, he's got to get above shooting the side, don't he? Yeah, he tried to create the angle and cheat the pocket a little bit to get up there. I think he still has the shot into the side pocket. I don't think it's an impossible shot, but let's take a look. Yeah, he's got the shot. He's just got to play the English to get out of that trap and come back for the 4. And sometimes you don't have to hit hard. He's hitting it with inside English. I think he's going around the 8 ball here. Just around, just enough. Nice shot. All right, there's Jamie Green. Let's go, Billy. You got this. All right. I like the viewing audience when they get into it, man. As long as we keep it respectable. Let's put it that way. There's nothing wrong with cheering on one of your friends. Man, the Moscone Cup, they throw beer at each other when they have tournament. I mean, the Moscone Cup, they scream. But this has been an interesting match. You know, Brian reminds me of the stroke that Alan Hopkins has, you know, where he hits the ball at a very minimal speed but gets the reaction off the English. Watch it. Billy says that's good enough. I don't know about you guys. If somebody's going to be 7-7 with me, you're going to have to shoot that ball from there. But Billy, they know each other. He says, you got it. Okay, 7-7. The betting windows are now open, folks. I just want to let you know we want to welcome you to the Upstate Casino. Sports bet. No, we don't promote gambling. But I tell you what, 7-7, it's a race to 2. Ronald, yeah, the comeback actually is there already. 7-7, Billy's break. 1 ball, side pocket. 2 ball was lining up, but the cue ball got kicked by the 4, and he's safe behind the 7. And now going for the 18th hole. 250-yard drive to the green. Let's see if Billy can get out of this trap. Push out. Got to push out. Let's take a look around the table with Billy here. He played actually off the point, which is nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not taking this. If I'm Brian, you can have it. La Machine, do it. Who's La Machine? Who's got that nickname, La Machine? Remind Brian he's not playing the ghost. Whose nickname is La Machine? All right. Brian took it on and said, well, if you're going to play me safe anyway off the ball, I might as well play you safe. And he's done it well. He's got Billy behind the line of balls again. Billy has to kick this he's got to kick this with a purpose. So Brian is La Machine. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Tom. Okay, Brian is La Machine. It just became a good hit when that 3 ball, I think, hit the rail, or the 7 hit the rail first, then it was a good hit. Even though everything, he kicked at it, everything was moving, it still wasn't a really good hit until the ball hit a rail. And I believe the 7 and the 3 hit the rail, so he's good. And once again, this is really a good table. The 7 and 8 are in the same proximity of each other, makes it a little bit easier to get to the 9. The key is to get from the 3 to the 4 is going to be the key shot. He's got to come out of the traffic here. He might want to just come out between the 9 and the 6 instead of taking a chance of going around the 6 and hitting it. He might want to just come out between the 6 and the 9 and take the longer shot on the 4. If he does that, all he has to do is concentrate on making the 4 ball. The 5 ball's a duck. The cue ball's going to be on the left side of the table. Let's see what Brian decides to do. If he goes around the 6, he's got to be real careful. Between the 9-6, I like. He bumped the 9. And that was, he could have wound up in a better position without even trying that. He could have just went between the 6-9. But again, I'm not here to critique anybody, but he wound up in the same place he would have if he would have just came out between them. La Machine is at the table. I'm gonna put his name on the screen next match, La Machine. If I get him on a stream again. We actually have a guy up in the New York area, and he's still around. We call him the Machine because he's a 3-cushion billiard player. Such a natural player. You could be sitting at his seat for a long time. We call him the Machine. Not La Machine. We call him the Machine. Nice shot. Where's the cue ball? Behind the 8. Billy just threw his snorkel up in the air, and he's got some breath right now. Wow. Ryan played with us. Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't know that. Played Ride the 9 tour? Oh, okay. Oh, he played in the virtual tournament? Is that what you're talking about, Tom? That's the virtual tour. You see that? So I actually was on there calling some matches with Gloria Jean and other commentators. And meanwhile, I'm down here where some of these people live. It's a small world. Brian should be called Cash Machine. All right, he's to the air. You got to be careful when you're jumping like towards the rail. If the cue ball hits the rail, it goes off the table, like a Spalding, like playing off the wall. So he's got to be real careful here on this shot. He's got to come down on the table and hit it flat, like that. Man, he hit it good too. Wow. I'm surprised that ball didn't go in. Hit that so well. Okay, he played on the virtual. All right. Okay, I gotta mention that to him. Maybe he'll get in the booth and say hello to everybody. Billy's to the table with nothing to look at, nothing but a safe, all the way up table. Get behind the 9 if you can. All right. Yeah, he plays Ride the 9 tour virtually too. Okay, all right. Thanks, Jeff. I know some of you, I think Tom also, yeah, Tom plays in the virtual. I think I called a commentator with Gloria Jean on Tom's match. Now the names are coming back. Upstate's getting, big mistake right there. Big mistake right there by Brian. He let the cue ball loose a little bit. This could, usually the first one to the hill. Upstate, you sent me the blue pool glove. Oh, okay, Tom. I knew that name. I'm losing it, man. I really apologize to a lot of you folks out there. After being locked up for triple murder for like almost, I don't know, a year and a half or so because of COVID, no triple murder. I'm just joking about that. But that's what it felt like because every place I went to had plexiglass windows in front of the cashiers. I put my hands on one of the plexiglass. I said, I'm doing 100 years. I told the girl, I feel like I'm in jail doing life. But, being away off the circuit, and not seeing everybody. In fact, the equipment itself, I actually started second guessing myself on how to do things. I mean, that's how long I've been laying down, so to say. Just COVID hit us bad. Gene Hunt, I can never forget my man Gene Hunt. He's an entrepreneur, Well, Brian says you got it, Billy. And I don't blame him. They were pretty easy shots right there. So Billy's the first one to the hill in the race to 9. 8-7. My man, Gene Hunt. Haven't seen you since I've been in prison for life. Did you see Gotti? Whoa, 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 whoa. You mean Gotti? Is that what you mean? Like John Gotti? I worked for Sammy the Bull in the garment district. No, I'm only kidding. No, there is a truth behind that, but not that much. Oh, a typo. Okay. Let's make that clear. We're not talking about Gotti. All right, here we go to the break. Now, Billy went on his break. If Brian wins on this break, man, it'll be hill, and upstate will be up in the air. Not that high, but I'll be there. He made the wing ball. And the one ball appears from this angle that he's got a shot. Believe it or not, I think he has the shot, the rail shot first. And look where the 2 ball is. So the natural roll of the cue ball is going to come straight down table. If he can pocket it rail first, he's got to come with that shot first. But if you hit it too hard, you may know my family from Brooklyn, like around Avenue U, around that area. I don't know, Tom, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a possibility. He's rolling out. Brian doesn't like rail first. He's rolling. Oh, I'm giving this right back. You can take this all day long. If Billy gets up there and shoots his ball, I think I'm going to go over there and crack his kneecap. Well, of course, he gave it right back, yeah. First of all, you're shooting from the second story, jacked up over the 6. And where do you play safe? I mean, you're hitting this ball with topspin. The only thing that I see is a little mousetrap. Keep the 1 on the right side of the table and try to get the cue ball somehow towards the left side behind the 3. 22nd and Avenue U. All right, could be. I don't know what Brian's going to do here. Let's sweat it. Yeah, that's the only thing I seen, but he hit the 1 a little too flush, but got away with it. It could have wound up with a shot into the side pocket. Still, this is a game here. We got a match. We still got. Sorry, guys. Okay. And still a tough table. You know, they say I mentioned this earlier, the first game is the hardest game to win in the last game. You got to stay calm, play safe here. Roll the cue ball up on the 4. I just elected to play it behind that pile, and that's good. That'll work.
All right, so you guys got a pen? That's going to be the next match. No, that's not. God forbid. Get rid of that. I gave you the sheet. The pen. You got the pen. No. I already gave him the new sheet.
What sheet?
Remember I told you Eddie Little and the other guy.
All right, guys, got some news for you. After this match, we're going to have another men's match. And then after the next match, after Upstate's all screwed. You don't know what I'm going through right now. Anyway, after the next match that's on the table, we're going to have the hot seat match for the ladies tournament. Because we do have a ladies tournament going on and an open tournament. So there'll be a hot seat match for the ladies after the next match. I think I said that right. Or did I say it left? All right. I mean, this match we're looking at right here has been difficult. This rack itself, just this rack, has been difficult for both players. Nice try. Billy went for the gusto. Let's go to the other side. No shot. I don't believe he's going to. Brian will attempt to cut this in. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Brian has a Brunswick in the house, I think, right? I don't think he has a diamond. On Brunswick, you can attempt to cut that on a regulation Brunswick, but on a diamond, you're not going to attempt to cut it. Brian makes this. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is Christie still in? Yeah, Christie is still in. Stop the cue ball. Straight into the 1. Stop the cue ball behind the 9. Right speed. Oh, he does have a diamond? Okay. All right, thanks. So he knew better than to attempt that. But I think I remember his game. I think I was actually there when he was playing. And I was really impressed with a bunch of you guys, man. A bunch of you guys shoot lights out. All of you guys that are playing on that virtual tournament should be here. You guys that play on the Ride the 9 tour should be here, man. I was impressed. I love amateur pool. As much as I love the professional pool, I love watching amateur pool, too. Is he going to try to roll up on the 9 here? Oh, he played the 9. Wow, for the win. Holy cannoli. I didn't even look at the billiard. Billy Fowler defeats Brian Davis by a score 9-7. What a great match, though.